But if we're talking about a good bill, a bill that I really love and that we're really proud of at United is the Drive Act in Maryland. So this was in 2024. This was the first of its kind in the nation to require utilities to enable the interconnection of bidirectional capable vehicles to the grid. So this was really setting that standard, and we're seeing a lot of echoes of this policy in this bill in other states as they're starting to tackle this challenge on their own. And part of what made the Drive Act successful, at least as a bill, is that it really followed both a technical and an economic pathway within the bill. So yes, on the technical side, it enabled interconnection. It also had expedited interconnection standards for bidirectional vehicles. So it helped actually set the groundwork to get these technologies to actually be able to participate in the grid. But then it also captured the very critical other side of the economic pathway of starting to flesh out some of the compensation models that are necessary within these programs. Because we being the industry, not necessarily United, are under no delusion that people are not, we're not asking anybody to take part in these programs out of the goodness of their heart or their own nerdy desire to be a grid asset. We need to make sure that people are being properly compensated to actually want to take part in these programs, to justify the additional investment in a bidirectional capable vehicle and the necessary infrastructure. So we need to make sure that compensation model is properly fleshed out and is actually effectively drawing people into the program and making it valuable and worth their time to be there. So the Drive Act it covered a lot of things, but those are sort of like two of the major buckets that I think we are seeing replicated over and over in other states. And then now our team is working on the implementation phase of this policy and actually working with utilities to get into the nitty-gritties of it's great to say there should be compensation. What does that mean? And actually getting into those little bits. So it was definitely a legislative win, and now we're hoping to continue it into a regulatory win, but making sure that EVs are not being sidelined in the process is a really, really critical part of that fight.